Problem. So I feel like we're pretty close, and we'll tie up kind of loose ends tomorrow and Friday, and then be ready to go. So I know the players are ready, and they're anxious to get out there and play a full game. You know, we've had some inter-squad scrimmages and things like that where it's kind of a taste of it for them. So I know they're excited and ready to play a full game.
Does the feeling change for you getting this close to the season actually kicking off?
No, not at all. You still get the butterflies and start waking up a little earlier every morning before the alarm goes off. So it's all the same, and that's why you do it. You enjoy that nervous edge a little bit to keep staying sharp.
Do you prefer to open with a P5 school or an FCS school, or do you have a preference?
It doesn't matter. I mean, we're going to play whoever is on the schedule, and just because Portland State isn't a P5 FBS, they play good football, and they got players that have a chip on their shoulder, and this is an opportunity for them to prove they're a good team. So we don't expect anything but their best, and they've got guys that have transferred from other schools, so they've got some guys that can play. It's not your typical kind of lower level FBS team. It's a team that can play and have talent, and we got to go out and execute.
As a team that's lower, you're talking about a lower conference team of division or whatnot, they had nothing to lose. They want to come out and they want to throw everything at you. They want to say, hey, we can play with the big boys. Defense, we want to go out there and we want to beat Detmer's offense. So when you take a look at that defense, man, I mean, talk about some of the nuances and some of the things that maybe you expect from their defense.
Well, they're long and fast at corner, so they've got big long corners that we got to get off press coverage. And things can change during an off season. They can decide to play some other coverages, but we're going to see a lot of man coverage and test us and expect to see their best. This is first game of the year. Everybody's usually pretty fresh coming in and ready to go. So we don't expect anything but a talented team coming in ready to go.
As an offense player, you got to kind of expect them to throw the whole kitchen sink, the refrigerator, the microwave, everything at you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think coaches it's all or nothing, a make or break game for them for their season. They still play in a conference and have that to look forward to, but it is a chance for them to try out some wrinkles, and they've had a lot of time to work on those things, so you got to be prepared for everything.
As an offense player, do you try to overthink things like that, knowing that might be a possibility?
No, I mean,
analysis.
It crosses your mind, but you don't want to also chase ghosts when you're preparing. You got to trust your system and trust that it can handle some of those things, and then you'll have to make some in-game adjustments as well. So we'll be ready to do that and handle whatever they throw at us, but you do expect a wrinkle here or there that maybe you haven't seen that they've worked on in the offseason.
Coach, we've seen some position changes on the defense. Have there been any on the offense?
No, not really. Other than JJ working in at some tight end, he's still kind of a backup tackle, so he'll have two jerseys out there just in case. But other than that, I think everybody's pretty much ready to go.
Personnel-wise, you guys healthy entering this game?
Yeah, I think so. Right now, we feel like we're pretty close to full strength, and these next couple days are just kind of clean things up, run through, and freshen them up more.
Obviously, more guys will be carrying the ball this year, but Jamal had a certain kind of set of skills. Will the way you call a game and the way you run the ball be a little bit different this year?
I don't see it being a lot different, no. That's our scheme. That's kind of what we do. So there'll be some wrinkles in there, some things that we add for certain guys, but overall, we kind of have a system that we feel pretty good about, regardless who's back there, that we've got guys that can play. They may not be Jamal Williams, but they can play. And they can see the hole, make the cut, and make the read. So not a lot will change. We'll have a few different nuances and things like that to be able to handle things.
Do you have certain goals that you're hoping to hit? I know some coaches so many yards per carry, regardless of how many carries. Is anything like that you're looking to shoot for?
I'm not a big set a number kind of guy, because what if they start, bringing the house in full blitz, and now we're throwing the ball every down. So, I hate to set a number. I'd rather see how the flow of the game goes. But if we have, a certain number of carries, we'd like to think that we can, run the ball against people. But I'm not a big set a number for rushing yards or yards per carry. It kind of, plays out. If you win the game, that's all that matters, really.
Do you guys limit the playbook in a game like this and try to hold things back for a team like LSU?
No, I think you get yourself in trouble going into a game thinking that. You want to be able to work on our offense in a game too. It's important to get game speed, and so we don't sit there and say, well, we don't want to show that, we don't want to show that. Pretty soon you go out there and a team like this, if you're very vanilla, they can jump up and bite you. So we're going to go out and play the game and run our stuff.
Is that because you want to more or less try and execute and bring more of a crisp execution to your offense, so that's why you don't hold back in preparation for the season?
No, we want to win the game, so we're gonna have things and game plan against their defense that we feel like give us a chance to win. So I don't sit there and say, well, this would work, but I don't want to use it now. We want to save it for later. You get yourself in trouble doing those things.
Is there a hope to get some younger guys into a game like this if you build a healthy lead?
We'll see how it plays out. I mean, we're not taking them lightly and already planning on certain guys playing, in the fourth quarter. We got to go out and win the game. And if it plays out that way, we'll substitute and get guys in where we can. But we're not going into it with any plan to do those things.
They play a lot of cover one. Ty, when you were a quarterback here, did you prefer cover one, zone, Tampa 2? When you watch film on guys, you say, man, I'm licking my chops. Was there a specific defensive scheme?
Well, I think when you see man, there's opportunities for bigger plays, but your percentage may go down because it's kind of an all or nothing type of throw against man coverage. So when you see zone, you should have a higher percentage, maybe not as many big plays. So it's like give and take. As a quarterback, I always like big plays. So having opportunities to get it down the field was fun, but we'll see a mix. They do a pretty good job on first down, especially mixing their coverage and giving you some zone and mix with man to keep you from taking those shots on first down that a lot of coaches like to do.
So you're kind of like Tanner then. It's just whatever works, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's a chess match. I mean, you're constantly trying to figure out what their tendencies are, and during the course of the game, sometimes that plays out and you get a pretty good feel for it.
Make the adjustments and go for it.
Yeah, early on, I expect us to see a mix of coverages, and it won't just be straight man, but they like to press their corners and run with you because they're long and fast.
Steve Clark will be upstairs helping you again this year?
Yeah, we're upstairs with our GAs.
You've got a lot of your offensive guys that have been in game day situations, but guys like Matt and talk to Ula. Is it fun to see them get that first opportunity to kind of go out and show what they can do in front of 65,000 fans?
Oh yeah, I mean that's why you come and want to play here, is to play in front of a big crowd, and people love it, and you got the best fans in the nation. So whether people are here watching it live or watching it on TV, it's an opportunity to play in front of a lot of people. So I'm excited for those guys for their first action, and I don't think they're the type of guys that get the big eyes and, oh man, this is it. They're pretty level-headed and mature for being freshmen. So we expect them to go out and play and just enjoy it.
Do you still remember that first time?
I remember coming out my first year. I was redshirting. We were playing Pitt in his first night game, and I played at Southwest High School, a couple thousand each Friday. Played in a couple playoff games with bigger crowds, but man, coming out of the tunnel to that excitement environment was pretty neat. So you never forget that part.
Do you remember that first one you got in as well?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Wasn't your
it started
your
off
favorite
good.
one?
I think we threw a touchdown one of the early drives, but then it turned quickly. So you never forget that one either.
Hey Ty, what do you think about what you've seen out of Taysom out of his first couple games there in Green Bay?
Oh man, it looks like he's having a great time. I know it's his birthday today. I sent him a text wishing him happy birthday and just keep up the good work and keep enjoying it. He's got that big smile on his face, and I think he's really having a great time at the next level, learning more and having an opportunity to be with that organization is pretty special. So it's a great spot, and he's making the most of it.
Did you give him any advice as he got out of Green Bay, especially you haven't experienced that yourself?
Just tell him, what it's to be like a little bit. It's like a college town. The people are all in up there, and it's the only show in town. So that was really about it. That it's a great place to be able to go right from college because it doesn't change a lot from Provo.
Have you still have a lot of connections to Green Bay? A lot of coaches or administrators up there?
There's still a few people involved in the program up there,
Yeah.
but nobody I speak to on a regular basis. A buddy in town, but that's about it.
About it.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Ty.
Ty.